Speech title: The World's Oldest and Strongest Emotion. Speech title: The World's Oldest and Strongest Emotion. Speaker: Rajdeep Manwani.
Did you know that 31% of all tsunami victims did not die due to drowning or any disease? They died because they feared the loss of their near and dear ones. Did you know that 13% of all soldiers do not die due to any bullet wounds or injuries? They die because they fear permanent disability. Did you know that 58% of all suicide cases are not caused by a current real-life crisis? They are caused because of the fear of a future calamity. Fellow Toastmaster and my dear friends, these statistics given by the National Institute of Mental Health and Neurosciences, Bangalore, are staggering and are caused by the world's oldest and strongest emotion, fear. The Webster's Dictionary defines fear as a feeling of agitation or anxiety caused by the presence or imminence of danger. But if you were to break up the word fear, F-E-A-R, it just means fantasized experience appearing real. Fear has the ability to cripple one's rationality. He makes one think totally differently. I remember I was traveling with my friend in his car, and my friend, whenever he heard a lorry horn, started shivering. I asked him, "What's the problem?" He looked at me and he told me honestly, "You know, my wife has eloped with a lorry driver." And before I could express my sympathy, he rejoined by saying, "Now I fear that fellow might return her back." Well, that is what happens when you fear. It really cripples your rationality. Fear is the difference between greatness and anonymity. We all know that Graham Bell invented the telephone. But did you know that there were two scientists much before them, Antonio Meucci and Elisha Gray, who had also developed the machine, but they feared rejection and loss of faith and did not register their patent. We all know that the Wright brothers invented the aeroplane. But did you know that the scientist Samuel Pierpont Langley had developed the prototype of the aeroplane much before them? But he feared experimentation and following of his own invention. Graham Bell and Wright brothers are considered the greatest inventors of our time, while Meucci, Gray, and Langley have faded away into the annals of history and have been forgotten. This is what fear can do. There are several ways in which you can combat this dreadful fear. But today I will tell you two immutable antidotes to combat this strong emotion called fear. The first immutable antidote to combat fear is that one word which is common to all 26 Indian languages and hundreds of dialects spoken all over our country. It is not Mata, Pita, mother or father. It is that one word, Vishwas or faith. Yes, faith is the first antidote to fear. The Bible says, "Thou faith can move mountains," and it is true. Lance Armstrong has won the World Cycling Championship 7 times, all after being diagnosed with testicular cancer. Once, when a press reporter asked him, "Don't you get scared of your disease and this cancer?" Armstrong answered very coolly, "My biography can never become my destiny. My past can never scare away my future. I have faith in my ability and I know I will win." This was a man with faith, the faith that has outshone his fear. When I took up teaching in commerce and accountancy, my colleagues and my students thought, "This man cannot see. How will he be able to teach us a subject as diverse as commerce and accountancy?" But deep in my heart, I had that faith that I could do it. And for the past 11 years, have been doing it with a reasonable level of success. Yes, my friend, the first immutable antidote to fear is faith. The second immutable antidote to fear is that two-word mantra which my teacher gave me when I chickened out of a debate contest. He called me and he told me, Rajdeep, when you were small and you fell down and people laughed at you, you did not mind. You said, so what? And you walked away. But as you grow up, you start judging yourself by what others think of you rather than what you think of yourself. You become so full of complexes that you refuse to take part. Remember these two words, so what? The magic two words, so what? When you laugh, you fear appearing a fool. So what? Fools have a lot of fun. When you cry, you fear appearing sentimental. So what? At least you let out your emotions. When you hope, you fear disappointment. So what? At least you saw the brighter side of life. When you laugh, you fear rejection. So what? At least you had a blissful feeling. When you try, you fear failure. So what? At least you made an attempt. But the greatest fear of all is the fear to risk nothing. For the man who risks nothing, is nothing, does nothing, has nothing, and becomes nothing. So remember the word, so what? When Mahatma Gandhi said, freedom is my birthright, deep in his heart, he meant, so what? When Martin Luther King said, I have a dream, deep in his heart, he also meant, so what? When the fathers of the French Revolution said, liberty, equality, fraternity, they also had in their hearts the word, so what? Just remember, my friend, the greatest struggle of mankind is the greed of becoming somebody and the fear of being nobody. Yes, the greed of becoming somebody and the fear of being nobody. Let us crush this fear by having faith in our hearts and remembering the two words, so what?